Tonight, what really happened to Caden Levine while he was at daycare this summer? It's a story we've been following for months here on 7 Eyewitness News. Caden's parents say workers at Doodlebugs in Cheektowaga did not do the right thing when their son choked on a pretzel. But officials from Doodlebugs say Caden's parents are wrong.
Now, Doodlebugs is claiming that evidence in official documents obtained by 7 Eyewitness News simply doesn't add up. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jill Perkins brings us both sides of this developing story tonight.
Findings that would horrify any parent play out on the pages of this official document from the State Office of Children and Family Services. After investigating the choking incident of 18-month-old Caden Levine at Doodlebugs Daycare in Cheektowaga, in case number 261-58730, Erie County caseworkers write, quote, Caden appears to have gone at least partially unconscious while choking and was turning blue/purple, completely stopped breathing, went limp, and was foaming at the mouth.
I'm relieved that, someone agrees with that and hopefully change is going to happen. But at the same time, it hurts me still that people are questioning something that's so evident.
Today, Caden is a happy, healthy little boy, but his parents wonder how close they really were to a different outcome. They turned to 7 Eyewitness News in August, concerned over the daycare's response to the choking incident when discrepancies concerning the severity of this episode surfaced. Caseworkers and Doodlebugs agree. Surveillance video of the incident shows Caden choking on a pretzel, but that's where the agreement ends. At the core of this investigation, the surveillance video from inside Caden's classroom at the daycare.
It shows him back arched, the hands are dangling, his head's back, no support, helpless. He's helpless. 7 Eyewitness News went to Doodlebugs president and CEO Anthony Encina when the incident was first brought to our attention. With the official investigation complete, Encina stands by the way he says things happened that day. In several email conversations with Encina, he repeatedly denies Caden lost consciousness. Here are direct quotes from Encina dating August 3rd. The child did not lose consciousness. The child was alert and upright at all times. He went on to write, in viewing the incident video 10 times last night, there was not a second where the child appears laying back, limp, head back, arms hanging. The gagging/coughing episode lasts a whole 10 seconds. But that's not what the caseworkers found. According to their report, Caden was actually choking for approximately a minute and a half. The report goes on to refute Encina's statements, saying the child did in fact go limp and, quote, completely stop breathing. The report adding, quote, Caden's parents were also not informed of the severity of the incident, leaving them unable to seek medical attention for Caden independently. That finding conflicts with what Encina said via email, claiming Caden's parents were notified immediately. 911 was never called that day. Anthony Encina is a businessman. He's working to protect his business right now.
7 Eyewitness News went to the American Red Cross to ask the proper protocol when a young child chokes. Chuck Mara of the Western New York chapter says, first assess the situation and decide what technique to use.
Before you do that, though, you'll ask someone around you to call 911. That's very important.
Important, Mara says, because it's never certain how the choking incident will escalate. He says if the child is coughing, let them cough, because that can loosen the stuck object. There are then two techniques to use. The first, turn the child around face down and use the heel of your hand to push hard 5 times on the shoulder blades. If that doesn't work,
get the child upright, take your fist and your hand, put it against the child's stomach, just above the belly button, and you'll do 5 upper abdominal thrusts.
In an email, Encina says a teacher, quote, swept the child's mouth and cleared the child's airway. Mara says only to use your fingers to clear a child's airway if you can see the object that's causing them to choke. Doodlebugs CEO Anthony Encina remains adamant the daycare center did nothing wrong. He called the family's claims, quote, fabricated, even sending out this email to parents after our original report aired on August 3rd. It reads in part, quote, a news story that aired on WKBW falsely reports that a child lost consciousness at our Cheektowaga Center. Caden's parents have hired an attorney and are pursuing a settlement with Doodlebugs for $100,000 that will be put in a trust for Caden when he turns 18.
After my last interview, I saw a lot of feedback that made it seem like we're searching for a lawsuit out of this. The most important thing has always been fixing what happened. making sure that it doesn't happen again. Anything that is owed here is not owed to me, and it's not owed to Madison. It's owed to my son.
Now, in response to our report, the president of Doodlebug sent us this statement, which we are reading in its entirety. It says, quote, "The safety of our students is of paramount importance and was reflected by the immediate action taken by our employees when the child was observed gagging on a pretzel. The teacher cleared his mouth. The child was upright, was never unconscious, and was not injured. The incident was reported to his parents. The investigation was conducted by an inexperienced county caseworker who did not respond to our request of further review of the matter. Expert video analysis and written statements by our employees and a physical therapist present in the classroom at the time of the incident clearly support our position. We are now taking steps to have the erroneous information removed from the report, which does not match with what actually happened." Now, OCFS issued a violation against Doodlebugs after this incident for failing to follow its approved health care plan. The daycare then had to agree to a corrective action plan that included additional emergency response training. In August, 7 Eyewitness News spoke to one of the teachers involved that day. She asked to remain anonymous, but did tell us she was let go from her job at the daycare shortly after the incident. Jill Perkins, 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Jill. And you can read what the teacher told us about the choking incident and view all of the findings contained in the state documents on our website at WKBW.com.